second. Let me go grab my coffee. I hear it beeping. I need to put some water in it. Okay, there's that. Hey, y'all. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. How are y'all doing on this freezing cold day? Because it is cold. Hey, everybody. Everybody that I missed, hello. How are y'all? Got some packages, and I had to send out some more packages. And I finally got, I think I only have like maybe 3 or 4. Because now that's all that's left is those journals. But I just said that, not those journals. I don't know how many packs we got, but we got a few surprise packs. But I'm going to wait until next week to send those. And my hair looks a mess. I need to shampoo my hair. Hey, y'all. So I wanted to show y'all these gifts because I probably won't be on here long because I have not been feeling good. Just old and achy and a whole bunch of other stuff. And so it's making me a little short-tempered. And so that's why I haven't been on here because I don't want to go off on nobody. Because it's not y'all fault. Some of it ain't. Then the folks that come in here talking crazy, it do be your fault. But other than that, you know, when you just achy or whatever, you don't feel good. And so I figured I won't be mean to people and I just stay off the internet. We about to be off TikTok in a couple of days, 2 more days, and we out of here. So, you know, I guess that's the thing. Yeah, I don't feel, I'm not sick. I just got a lot, you know, I'm getting older and it's a lot going on with this body. I'm not sick, I'm just achy. You know what I mean? Like it's cold, my bones hurting, and I believe I was having a lupus flare up because I had my butterfly rash real bad on my face. So I forgot about that. It's winter time. So let's get to these gifts. This is for Mrs. Janet. They didn't hear what I said. They ignored exactly what I said. It's okay. Some glasses for my eyes. I ain't gonna lie, I did open these just now because I just felt like it, and I normally do that. But I'm very excited about the stuff that I got. I literally just, I normally open it while I'm on the phone with y'all, but I on the thing with y'all, but I didn't. I opened them first, like one of the first times, and so don't be mad at me. But glasses for this glare, blue glasses for the blue glare, and it's a light in here which I always do. And some other stuff. I don't know what this is. Is this the case to put them? Oh, yeah, it's the glasses case. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's a little fold-out boy. Let me see. Is it magnetic? What is this? This is interesting. Do you see this? Show is. Oh, when you open. Okay. 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 Y'all know I don't know. So let me see if we just put them in there like that. Wait a minute now. Y'all know I be breaking stuff. Got it. Okay. Thank you. You see? So I have to use these when I'm on the internet because, Lord Jesus, these eyes is crazy. Thank you, Miss Janet. I appreciate it. I'm going to put these right here so I can take them in my room, too, when I'm doing stuff on the internet because that might be it. And then, let me tell y'all about y'all Aunt Judy. Y'all want to know so crazy? I said Aunt Judy is crazy. You remember I said that I wanted to learn how to tell people off in sign language? She said, done. That's all you had to say. You want to speak another language instead of I roll. Okay. So guess what she sent me? American Sign Language flashcards. And think I ain't about to learn to use them. You hear me? And then ASL word search, which I've never seen in my entire life, but I'm very excited about this. So I will be telling people off in ASL. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. That's going to challenge me. I said, oh, no, she didn't. And then I got my wax, Sean. Thank you. You sent me 2 blocks, too. I got my wax. Is about to be telling people off. Is. We can do it. We can learn together. Will Jesus pay for genocide of the American people to steal our land? Texas Apache land. Well, the people that you know as the Apaches stole it from the people that were Egyptians first. The people that left Egypt and came over here. And then when the white-skinned folks start mixing with them, they made another diluted race of that. So are they going to pay them for the money, the land that they came and stole? Or because you know the Indians that's here now was not the Indians that was here at first. That's not what they look like. They look more a little like the people in Africa. So is they gonna pay back the land that they, appropriated or they stole? Because it was some people here before the ones that you see in the black and white photos. The ones that they tried to bury their heads, with the wide noses and the brows like African American people. I just want to know. Because them ain't y'all people if you knew. Oh, okay. We don't get nothing to say about that. All right. Moving back on to my wax. So now I can wax me some cheese. Yes. Okay. I just be wanting to know what's going on. But we going to talk about it. Let's go on and get it on out the way now. Let's not wait. Let's talk about all of it. Every bit of it. Now, we ain't going to play no favorites for nothing. We going to go on and get down to the root of it all. Oh, okay. Because the reason y'all got headdresses with feathers and all those beautiful colors and the totem poles, they came from another place. Sure did. They did not come from where you think they came from. I promise they did. That's so wonderful. You said yourself you're going to wax cheese and get some. Yep, and that part. And I said I wanted to learn how to tell people off in another language. ASL is perfect. And I talk with my hands too. I'm ready. I am ready for this. I was made for y'all know I talk with my hands all day. Baby, it's about to be on and popping. I will tell you off in ASL. What the hell are you talking about? What? Just wait. I'm going to be over there with Desmond in just a minute. Desmond in heaven. Don't even worry about it. I'll be over there. It's perfect. I should have learned it a long time ago. Should have. And then Auntie Judy turned around and sent me the dictionary. I just told y'all she wanted me to learn how to tell people off. It's not a game. I got the dictionary. I got the signed flashcards. And I got how to put it together in words. That's all you have to say, Auntie. You know ASL, well, good. I'm about to learn. Don't trip. This is a whole new thing for me right here. So seeing this how we probably ain't going to be able to be on TikTok that much, I got something to do. Besides all the other stuff in here. Guten Abend from Germany. Hey, Pumpkin. Oh, hey, Pumpkin. How you loving it? You been getting that good food? I watch this, because it be looking like for someone on top. Yeah, I got it. I am. And a tutor. Zoom with me. Hilarious. Well, I might have to take you up on that. Maybe, I don't know about those, so we'll figure it out. But I still think this is real, real cool. I said, Dad, you said you want me to be able to talk to everybody. Everybody? I'm with it. Don't let me get to being able to teach a class at ASL, babe. It's going to be OV. Do you hear me? Do you hear what I'm telling you? And then on YouTube, It is, right? That's going to be so cool. But you know what else this could be valuable for? Who else know what this could be valuable for? Think about it. In the days to come, this can be very... Remember I said you're not going to be able to say everything. Everybody don't know everything. Thank you, Auntie. Your stuff went out today, sir. Check your pockets. Mr. Wilder. You hear me? When you get your box, you check your pockets. You understand? Yeah. Well, I think my daughters are already teaching my grandbabies, but of course I am. It's going to be great. Thank you, Auntie Judy. And guess what else is in here? Another picture book. You trying to turn me into my mom? Auntie, you trying to turn me into my mother? You know how many picture books that woman has? Now I got like 4. Well, more than 4 counting the little ones, but this one matched the other one, so I might redo it and have all of the WOIU in pink. You just give me a minute. I ain't figured it out yet. That'll be a day when I get ready to do some crafting, which is coming up because I need to do that. I need to do that for myself. Now, who want to know something I found? Never. You have your own talents. Until you trying to turn me into my mama. Laugh out loud. I'm the same way with my mother. Had a lot. Girl, my mama got like, I don't even know how many. Classy. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi. I was just talking about you. Your nephew might be reaching out to you. I think he's trying to come visit me. So he might be coming. I can't say for sure because you know they plans change, like they change their draws. But I think he might be getting in contact with you shortly. I don't know for sure. I know he's supposed to be trying to come this way, so we gonna see. We gonna see. So anyway, so the book, do not be mad at me. Was it Daisha? Somebody bought me that old Bible, and I cannot remember who it was. Hasmata, was it you? If you're in here, I cannot remember. But our oldest, not our oldest Bible, our second oldest Bible, it's third oldest Bible technically, that we have. So somebody sent me a video about a guy that had an old Bible, and it had before Christ and after Christ in it. And I think we talked about that because our Bible does have that. But y'all want to know what else our Bible has? Guess what else I found? In that book. You'll never believe it. Not pics. Something better than pics. So you remember, hold on. I was reading something the other day, and it made me think about it. So I went and got this, and I felt real never-ending story-ish looking through this old Bible that we have here. I cannot remember who sent it to me, but hold on. Let me get my thoughts together because I wrote it on the journal. Is it it? I can't remember which freaking journal I wrote it in. Anyway, here we go. So, what is this nigger name? I was reading in here Let me get back to it. I shouldn't have closed this. I think I put a marker in there. I gotta be very careful because this Bible is coming apart. Oh, this ain't what I wanted to read. Dead. Oh, I think I took it out. Oh, man. Well, anyway, in this here Bible, okay, that's what it was. Thank you, Dad. Give me 1 second, y'all. I might have I did take pictures of it. It's in my phone. That's why I didn't write it down. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Because I'm like, what the heck? I know but I didn't write it down. What I did was I screenshotted it. All right, get me to it. Where are we going? Ooh. Okay. I'm right here. That's Demas. Okay. Here we go. So, Dionysus or Dionysus and Bacchus is who that we know? Who is it? Y'all remember who Dionysus or Bacchus is? Y'all remember us doing a study on him? Anybody? The god of wine and party. If you watch The Magicians, he was the one where they couldn't get in the party, right? Y'all. Can I read something to y'all that's in this old Bible? Huh? Mind freaking blowing. I'm trying to tell you. I said, wait a minute, what? Turn, flip the picture. Come on. Hold on, y'all. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Ooh. Dionysus, the Areopagite or Areopagite, I don't know how we're going to call him Areopagite. Dionysus or Bacchus, he was one of the Supreme Court of Areopagus and one of Paul's converts in Athens. Paul converted Dionysus or Dionysus or Bacchus. Is you hearing me? Yes, it is in this old Bible right here that Bacchus got flipped. Bacchus or Dionysus got flipped by Paul. He was one of his converts in Athens. Tell me that's not crazy. Tell me that's not mind blowing. So then I had to go get our mythology gods and heroes and go back here to the back and go to Dionysus or Dionysus or whatever, Bacchus, whatever you want to call him. Right here. It says Dionysus, see also Bacchus. So remember when I was asking y'all, I wonder how they're doing the genealogy of these gods. Remember? I'm like, how, if they was just gods, how are they doing a whole genetic tree? Because they was real people. Do y'all believe the angels walk amongst us right now? Now I understand why God is so pissed off about people worshiping them, because they were regular people. And in this Bible, it says that Dionysus or Bacchus was one of Paul's. So in the time of Jesus, Dionysus or Dionysus Bacchus was living. Just so y'all can see it for yourself. Now it says in AD 420, a writer called Pseudo Dionysius wrote a book in the name of the disciple, right? But it was a real one. And you see this? Dionysius, boom. Bacchus, he was one of the Supreme Court of the Areopagus, or if that's how you say it, and one of Paul's converts at Athens, y'all. So what does that tell us? Do you believe that there was giants on the earth after the flood? It says that after the flood and okay. It's just a regular Bible. It's not what Bible, it's the year. I think that's 1875 or 1881, something like that. It's like 1876, 1875. It's a lot of information in there too. I didn't even check to see if this one got it, because this one is 1835. I don't think this one got all that. This one don't. This one just has literal scripture in it. So the 1835 version does not, but that other one has. And y'all know what is it? The Apocrypha's in there too. Yeah. See, this 1835 version don't have all. I don't even think it has the Apocrypha in this one. It's just old, but it don't have the Apocrypha. Yep, see, this one doesn't have the Apocrypha in it. So my 1835 version does not, but my 1880 version or 1875 version does, which is crazy. But it's so much information, and it has the, I gotta be real careful because this thing is off. It's off. But I'm gonna show y'all. I'll show y'all Kings real quick. Ooh. See in there, right in the middle part, it say before Christ and after Christ. It tell you how many years. Can y'all see it? Right, I gotta be very careful because this is like not in the. Gotta be careful with you, girl. So I was looking, and I went looking into some other stuff, and I was just wowed, and I sat there feeling like I was in The never-ending story. Right. So to see that and know that people are worshiping Bacchus, and Bacchus lived in the time of Jesus, that's mind-blowing. Or Dionysus, whatever you want to call him. Well, you know what that makes me think about, because in our in Acts 14 and 12, it says Barnabas they called Zeus, and Paul they called Hermes, because he was the chief speaker. This is scripture. Well, Dionysus was around when these two was around, was they not? Do we know if Paul... You said, why? I just read that this morning. I did not know that. I did not know that. But this is what I was studying on the other day when I wasn't on here. That's crazy. You hear me? Because this is 2 days ago. Whatever. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Yeah. So I'm wondering how... Hey, Pumpkin. I'm wondering, because this is the Bible, and it's in there that Bacchus or Dionysus or Dionysus was converted by Paul. So I wonder if he has giant lineage. And then I'm wondering, I mean, what if Hermes is Paul? They all had different names, because I looked in that Bible in there too, and in other books they have different names from the names we have, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and different names of the Bible. And guess what else? Even oh, another thing, De Beer. Y'all know about De Beer diamonds? Anybody ever heard of De Beer diamonds? They real nice. Y'all know about De Beer diamonds? You do? De Beer diamonds, they got some nice diamonds. Right. So I came across the name, and I'm like, De Beer, it's spelled differently. But I'm like, okay, I know this name, honey. De Beer diamonds, girl. Okay. Yes. Okay. So De Beer is all about is it opulence and elegance and just all of this extravagance. That's what De Beer diamonds is supposed to represent, right? Y'all. Well, if you don't take the picture sideways, CERCA, you don't gotta flip them every time. Here we go. So I was looking, I'm like, I know the name De Beer. Why was it an ancient royal city of Canaan? Who lived in Canaan? The giants. The giants. The giants. So their names and the cities and the things that represented them, they are everywhere in our life. Now, what they did, this is spelled D-E-B-I-R. Well, they hyphenated it, and it's D-E-B-E-E-R. Okay? Same space. You know, they had big rocks, did they not, in Canaan? Everything was big. Their jewels were big. Their people were big. Their tables were big. Everything was large and glamorous and extravagant. And I said, that's so crazy that they used that name. De Beer And when you go look it up, it's a city in Canaan. I said, ooh, okay, Dad. I see what you did there. And then I was looking at doors. Let me see. It tells you where they thought Eden was. Hey, hello, sister. So let me ask you a question. Remember when I was telling y'all that I believe that this stuff was going on around Paul's them days, David's them days, which was for Game of Thrones? And I don't even know how I got over here. I was just looking through the Bible. So you know how they keep calling his son Egan? Egon the such and such, Egon the this, Egon the third, in the name of his grandfather, whatever, right? Egan is the name they was using in the thing. Why was it a place called Eglon, Eglon, in Judah, in Shephley or whatever? It says now Ajalon, and it tells you how far away it is from Beirut, and it was the name of a very fat king of the Philistines. Your dad's name was Eglon? Well, it was a name that came actually from the line of, and it's basically, now they changed it to Ajalon. So when you see Ajalon, Ajalon's name used to be Eglon or Egan or Eglon, right? So it's making me think about, did they go back in Game of Thrones? They got access to these old rare books, right? We know this. They just changed the names a little bit, because we know that the Dead Sea, or whatever they call the sea, the narrow sea, is either the Dead Sea or the Red Sea, one of the two in the show, right? So I'm thinking that they really did go in here and change these people's names, just because all Egan they just had to remove the L. But if you think about where they lived, I was just gonna say that you was just gonna that they changed the names, or they went back to the old stuff. Girl, as I'm looking through this Bible, I'm like, wait a minute. It's so many screenshots in here because the words is little. But I was reading about it and I'm like, okay. So then guess where they say the word education comes from? In this old Bible from 18 whenever, 91 or 75 or whatever. Guess where they say the word education comes from? Yes, I recognized it when I was watching Game of Thrones. Girl, don't it make your toes wiggle? It make your toes wiggle like they've been playing in our face. It came from the Egyptians. I mean, not the Egyptians. It came from the Essens. The Essens. It says, it's the law among, so education, it was the law among the Jews to educate their children, but probably only in moral and religious discipline. The exception was in the case of the most intended for priestly or civil office, as Moses, Paul, Ezra, and Daniel. They were the schools of the prophets, one of which was kept by Samuel, one of which was kept by Samuel that David attended. The sect of the Essens instructed the children. So the actual word education, or education, I guess, however they did that, came from the Essens. And it just means, like, I guess, instruction or whatever else. So even that is crazy. Right? You said, I'm guessing, the edict or tutorial. Oh, okay. Oh, edict and then Oreo. Got it. Right. Right. So however it works, going through these old Bibles, but I told y'all, we talked about, right. So look at this though. As the Bibles get, older, or get farther away from when the Bible was being written, they're taking more and more out. So then people don't even think to go looking. Now, one of the things that I did find crazy in here is they didn't have the word Nephilim in here anywhere. Not even giant. In the biblical dictionary in the back, right? It's not in there anywhere to explain it. But what they do have in that dictionary is all of the people that were the giants. They show the hats that they wore, which we know they were the rulers. They show all the king's special hats. They show all of these things. And then they even talking about half fish people in here. And a frog man. The frog-headed god. Right? They also talk about somebody getting their whole head getting turned into a dog. And this is why he couldn't come out and show himself to the people, because somebody had bewitched him and gave him the head of a dog. Where have we seen that before? It's giving Disney movie. It's giving, sure is. And all the hair on my body just shot up. Like, that's crazy, right? So just going through and taking my time. I've been looking through my stuff. I had to send y'all packages out and stuff. But I've been in my books and just looking around and playing. But it's just so crazy because, can I ask you a question on some real stuff? What you gonna do? Oh, another thing. I was studying too. I think it's Revelations 8. I want us to go somewhere real quick. Hold on one second. Because that's another thing. I said, wait a minute. Wait one moment here. You just wait one moment. Yes. Yes. So I think it's Revelation 8. Give me 1 second. Is it 18? Well, this is not where I want to go. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it is. Okay. Sorry. It's Revelation 16, y'all. Go to Revelation 16 real quick with me. I'm sorry. I was reading somewhere else. I'm like, I know it's right here. It's Revelation 16. Right. Okay, here we go. So do me a favor. Go to Revelation 16 in the NIV, and then go down to the 17th verse. So Revelation 16 and 17, y'all, real quick for me, please. We ain't gonna be on here long because I'm about to make me some food here in a minute. and get back in the bed. Well, I wasn't in the bed. I actually did a lot of stuff. I'm about to try to make some chocolate powder milk for these grandkids with that instant milk I got. And I got some cocoa powder and I got some sugar. I've been having it, but I'm going to do that. And then I got to finish making these soup mixes. I'm going to try to make my cheese later on today because it was more work than I was willing to do yesterday because I didn't feel good. So I'm on that. I've been dehydrating my stuff. I'm over here making jerky, marinating the meat. Girl, that part, I'm on it, sis. I'm about to I done got them kids together for Christmas or the holidays, whatever you want to call it. Sent them their stuff. Now I got to get my stuff together. Yes, we have. We did. Also, not a lot of people, but the people that chose to get your lanterns and stuff, they've already been being delivered. I don't know. Just want to put y'all up on game and stuff like that. So some of them came with just the lantern and the oil, and then you have to wait for your extra wick to come. But a lot of those have already been delivered between a couple days ago and today. Some are due to be delivered today, and then some won't be out. Depending on where you live, if the snow is still crazy, it's taking a little bit longer. And also, you're welcome. The UPS people told me that basically the post office shut down for like a week, and so they've only gotten one post office drop since 2 weeks ago. Okay, so it might take a minute to get to you or whatever, because it was a book that was supposed to be delivered on the 10th. Now they're saying the 18th, which is crazy. Absolutely nuts. They keep pushing it back every day, but then I thought maybe that person really didn't need it, because that's when that happens. Like, it just be some weird stuff. It just be some weird stuff going on to me with that. You know what I mean? Because a week, they done pushed it back a week. I'm like, Dad, okay, all right, well, that's why I say if it be crazy stuff, I don't even be able to do nothing. Hey, Pumpkin, I don't even have to be doing it. It just won't go. And then they ain't even try to deliver it or whatever. It just keeps getting pushed back. And I know they got the books. So I don't know what's going on with that. But it was 11th, then they was like, okay, we got it. Sorry, we got to deliver on 12th, then the 13th, and the 14th. And they ain't even got a chance to get it out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Well, anyway, here we go. You saw Amazon worker. Listen, it's a real thing. So listen, it says the 7th angel poured out his bowl into the air, and out of the temple came a loud voice from the throne saying, "It is done." Then there came flashes of lightning, rumblings, peals of thunder, and a severe earthquake. No earthquake like it has ever occurred since mankind has been on earth. So tremendous was the quake. The great city split into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations collapsed. God remembered Babylon the Great and gave her the cup filled with the wine of the fury of his wrath. Every island fled away, and the mountains could not be found. What would be a reason for the mountains not being able to be found? No, this is end times, y'all. No. There's no water. This is now. The giants moving. What if that's when they get up? Because they got up and moved. Because we know for a fact that a lot of our mountains are wet. What if the earthquake wakes them niggas up? Or what if that takes them out of their prison. They finding all these underground caves, and they've been saying stuff live under us a long time. What if that's like... Anyway, let's keep going. I just thought about it. I said, wait a minute, what? So then, all right, here we go. It says, from the sky, here we go. Huge hailstones, each weighing about 100 pounds, fell on people. Did you hear that? £100. Could you imagine seeing a piece of hail that weighed 100? This is when these bowls get ready to get open, y'all. Do you realize I'm 150 pounds? 155. Have you seen what a golf ball size piece of hail can do to your car? Let's not even talk about a softball size. At the end times, when this big earthquake and after the Armageddon thing, there's going to be hail falling from the sky that weighs 100. Each one, you said a baseball, hail does damage. So you, exactly, Gloria, this is what I'm talking about right here. It'll crush everything. It just made all the hair on my body stand up. It's a boulder. The 100 pounds. 100 for real. Did y'all read that with your own eyes? I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. When I was little, I told y'all about the dream that I had where the dream that I had where when I was like, it was like hell or a concentration camp or something when I was little, like MASH. Remember the dream I told y'all where it was like MASH? It was like all the tents and stuff, like the army tents and everything. And I floated down like this to the ground, but it was like desert. And I'm only like 8 or 9 years old when I'm having this dream, maybe 10, because MASH was the only army-based type looking thing that I knew. And I'm walking around and I know everybody, but it was these loud like horns. And then as soon as the horns started blowing in my dream, now mind you, I'm under 10. It was these big, you know how like you go to the jumping place now and they have the big foam balls, but they was kind of like the dodgeball kind of material, right? But it was all the shapes. Like if you ever been in gymnastics or went to, you know, they'll have like the triangles, the long ones, and it was foam. But in the dream, for my kiddie mind, the texture of them or the material was dodgeball material. So if you can imagine huge dodgeballs falling down to the ground and people was trying to ball up, they was trying to run in these tents. And for me now, 30 years later, to go back and rewrite rubber, but huge. And it was just splatting people like boom. And everybody was trying to run and hide. They was all different sizes. It was triangles and this shapes and stuff. But they was that material, but they was massive. And they was tearing down the tents and everything. To go and read this right now, I said, God, you was showing me the end times because the military camps or whatever will be around because it's right after Armageddon. So he was showing me Revelation 16, but in a way that my 10-year-old mind could comprehend it. But it still scared the life out of me because it was just this loud horn. The trumpet's blowing. The trumpet's blowing. It was the trumpets blowing and then the hail coming down, like they was introducing God, like he like that type thing. And these things is, I told y'all to dream about it. That's how we talked about MASH years ago, last year, whatever. My 12-year-old just asked me about the trumpets the other day. I'm trying to tell you, I gotta be talking to these kids. Imagining dumbbells weighing 100 pounds coming at me is scary. Exactly. Because when God do everything, he do it real big. And this is scripture. So I was looking up the weights because they said a different weight, like in KJV or whatever. So I was in this Bible looking it up. It was 100 pounds, about 120 pounds, depending on the measurement that they're using. About 120 pounds. I said, that's real, real crazy. Real crazy. You hear me? 100-pound hail. That would come through here and it would smash through your house. 100-pound hail ball. Are y'all getting that? And it's not going to be one. It's going to be a hailstorm. I'm sure you can. You would probably have to go to a Goodwill or something. You'll probably have to go to a Goodwill. Go to the Goodwill, girl. That's where they be at. And look for the old Bibles. Go to the Goodwill. Or use bookstores. The older the better. Older than 1900 preferably. Not too much surviving that. Come on, nephew. But it said the people was going to be mad. So somebody going to survive. But could you imagine? Like, where can you really hide from that? You cannot. Unless you're in some type of cave or something. Or in the mountain. Which makes sense as to why God said his people was going to be running up into the mountain. You're going to have to find a place to hide. I'm just imagining, like, if you got 100-pound hail balls coming down, what else? So that if that helps you understand, like, this walls of water, now that even helps me more believe that it was 30,000 feet of water when the water came. Not no 20, not no 100, no 30,000 feet of water. Because why do you need 100-pound hail balls? 5-pound hail balls would do. Even 10-pound hail balls will be unaliving because they coming through the roof. What armored vehicle? That's almost like an ice missile. You said that explains my dream of us all running scared. Listen, 100 pounds, y'all. 100. Are you ready to see something like that? He said the earthquake is going to be worse than any earthquake that's ever hit the earth. How many people died in the largest earthquake ever recorded? You said a frozen tank dropping on you. Basically, a frozen tank or a frozen cart or something. 100, and then think of the velocity of it coming down. You know, the heavier it is, the faster and harder it fall. And people want to play and be like, oh yeah, God is just so fluffy. I just want to know where and you create 100-pound hail balls. Good afternoon. The day after tomorrow movie. Girl, I told you we live in it. Oh, Jesus. I have been hit with the hail before and the small ball hurt. I can't even imagine. Come on. That's what I'm saying. Like, he could have used 5 pounds. He could have used 3 pounds. 100 pounds. We complain about these small hill balls, and they are a couple inches small. Come on. 100, right. Y'all get where I'm going now. You get what, you feel what I'm saying? Like, where do you even hide from that? Where? Where? Where do you go to hide from that? Like, where do you, 100 pound? And then he said right before that, though, the largest earthquake where the most people were unalived, recorded in history, even if it goes back to BC something. They say almost 230 people died in the largest earthquake. 230,000. 230,000 people died in the largest earthquake ever recorded. Interesting. And in this scripture, it says it's going to be bigger. It said the holy city, basically, is going to split in piece. Or Babylon is going to be split in 3 pieces. Could y'all imagine looking down into the crevice of... God, please help me. In 1556. Could you... I mean, are y'all getting this? I know y'all like, oh, CERCA. No. 100 pounds. It's going to level all of the... Like... So even if you in a bunker underground, that might even be more dangerous, because that might plummet you as the ground opens up. Here we go. You in a bunker, you already underground. Oh my God. You just plummet and you can't go nowhere. It's like you in a machine. Oh, Jesus. If you ever been to Disney World or Disneyland, they got a ride where you drop, I guess, 4 stories. Baby, and my baby's got a picture of me trying to hold on to whatever it was. Maybe I was holding on to strangers, because they plummet you down 3 or 4 stories or whatever it is, and your stomach be in your throat. Very, very scary. You hear me? Very, 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 very scary. The Tower of Terror. Yes. So could you imagine being in that, but already underground? And then the ground is opening up. You thinking you safe because you underground. And then you hear stuff, metal bending. The drop zone. Listen. For the people that try to go underground to hide from what's above ground, he got something for that. For the people that try to go up into the mountains, he got something for that. I said, yeah, well, CERCA, whatever you're doing that God is not pleased with, you need to get up, because what are you going to do? It's fire on one side, fire and ice, y'all. Just like just like Game of Thrones. They got the fire side, which is the dragon, and they got the ice side, which is the regular Game of Thrones, fire and ice. They literally telling us what's coming for us, because those are the 2 things that are coming. It ain't going to be water. It's going to be fire and ice. And ain't that what they... If I can even get to it. That's crazy. Did nobody build these big old tall things, girl? Don't fall. Ah! A Dance with Dragons, a Game of Thrones, a Clash of Kings, a Storm of Swords, a Feast for Crows. Now, what does a Feast for Crows have to do with? Why is that relevant to end times? Why is this whole thing? Y'all, oh my goodness. I'm so sick of them. I'm about to show y'all something. A Game of Thrones. What part of the Bible would this be? No. Think about it. Judges and kings. When they was fighting to become the kings. When the angels' kids was coming. Okay. Then the kings came. Thrones is angels. The kings came after that. What came after the angels came down and made it with the women and had giants? Weapons in war. Weapons in war. Weapons in war. The thrones came down, or the angels came down. They made the men king. They sons was kings and daughters was queens. They started fighting. Remember, war didn't show up till the angels came down. Right? But look it. God said what was going to be in the valley of Jezreel or the valley of Armageddon before the war started. What was going to be there? What was going to get there? I'll be right back, y'all. What was going to get there before the people got there to fight the war? They was on their way the other week. What they say was gonna be there, huh? Do y'all remember, or did y'all answer the question already? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Y'all remember? Do y'all? Somebody might have already answered over here. Nobody don't remember. We read about it. The crows, the birds, the fowls. The fowls. Remember? God said that all of them fowls was going to be able to eat till they throw up. It was going to be so much carnage in the valley of Jezreel or the valley of Armageddon. Remember? Y'all don't remember we read that? Remember? Right before the end times, at the time of Armageddon, That's why all the birds, the vultures is flocking over there. The turkey vultures, the this kind of vulture, that kind of member. Well, now y'all gonna have to go look it up for yourselves at a later date. So, we got the thrones coming down. They made kings. The war started. Okay? God said at the end times that the fowls was gonna be over there before, and the fowls started returning in 1947. Remember in the thing that the documentary we watched, all of the birds started getting back over there in that valley, and now it's an animal sanctuary. Remember, all the animals started coming back, the jackals and all of that, and then the birds. God said it's all them birds gonna be able to eat their fill of meat, right? Well, after what we just read, after the war of Armageddon comes the fire and ice. The earthquakes, the 100-pound hailstones, and the crazy fires. Because think about it. It's going to be missiles. Everything going to be burning. Y'all see it? So it's almost how the Bible is set up. The fallen angels came. They made kings. They started making weapons. War started. God said at the end times it's going to be the last war, and the fowls is going to be there. And then it's going to be fire and ice. And what's crazy is it talks about dragons. That the dragon going to come up out the sea and all of that. The Leviathan who breathes fire. They've been playing in our face the whole time. Tell us not to believe in the Bible. Tell us to believe in the idol gods. And the idol gods was running with Paul and them and before. Like I said, I done seen some other names in there too. I'm like, what? So that's why, another reason. So in between me preparing my food and stuff, I've been getting in my books and thinking about things and looking at stuff. It is. Because the kingdoms is about to be set up. Y'all see all the stuff going on with the Queen of Hearts and his peoples? Did y'all watch the interview with the Hegseth? If you didn't, you need to pay attention to the stuff they saying in there. The questions they was asking him. Is there gonna be what you call it? Is he gonna be trying to get revenge on the reporters? Are they gonna be they talking about someone lawyers, attorney generals prosecuting them and everything? So what we was talking about, interesting. I wouldn't doubt it. Doubt it. Yeah. Did y'all see all the liberties and stuff that they're talking about? Did y'all see what Oklahoma said about not being able to get a divorce for a whole year? You're gonna have to stay in it for a whole year. They just passed that. Y'all seen it? Yep. And they said if you don't go through the whatever, the lady was like, "What if they trying to you gonna have to be able to prove the abuse, girl. You gonna have to be able to prove it, or they not letting you out of your marriage. And you gonna have to go to some type of counseling for a year. So you gonna get this nigga a year to kill me. Got it." And mothers who get child support will not get their taxes. Yep. If you're not married when your baby is born, if it's not a female male relationship, when that baby is born, there will be no taxes. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. If you a single mom, won't be no child tax credits. And if you wasn't married when that child was conceived, no child tax credits. So we got them doing that. We got, they were saying something about Iowa. Something I guess is going on in Iowa. And then also Texas, Oklahoma, and somebody else talking about closing their public schools. So to all of you mothers that did not go get books, you better hurry up and go get some books. My son's child support was $20 a month. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all need to be trying to get as many books as y'all can. If there is a Goodwill outlet close to you, I would definitely be making it there. They have all the college books that kids don't use no more. They take them there. So if you got high schoolers, because they talking about closing public schools. So if they get to do that, you're gonna need to have at least up to the 10th grade worth of stuff. Some math, some science, some whatever. If you got young kids, I would go up to 8th, 9th, 10th grade for sure. But you can get a lot of books at Goodwill, especially the outlet, for a little bit of nothing. Books about art, books about science, biology, all the way up. Because if they closing these schools, okay, you're gonna do what you gotta do. So, with that, I mean, I'm just saying, if you got small children, even children that haven't been to school yet, you'll want to get some type of teaching things, because I have a feeling that this year is going to be very different. It's already starting out very different. Okay? And people are like, oh, well, they have the internet schools. Well, that might not be a thing either, because that's kind of like a free public school. So, and they're going to be able to regulate. They only want to pay for your, and they probably ain't even going to do that. Once they get rid of that, they don't have to even do that. If they get rid of the Department of Education, they don't have to do nothing. It will be your job to figure out how you're going to do it. I already started getting workbooks. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And just even, like I said, even books about like dinosaurs, all that kind of stuff. Stuff that you know just for right now. No. No, that's not just Texas is talking about closing. They you said I'm sick of it, right? Texas is talking about, it's a couple of states is talking about closing their public schools. Yep. Also, what was the other thing? I can't think of it right now. There was another thing I wanted to talk to y'all about. I saved all my college books and got some flashcards and got. They already closed some schools in Texas. Interesting. Yeah. There was some other thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about, but I can't remember exactly what it is right now. But we'll probably, your Goodwill hasn't had any books in a while. You might have to take a trip. I ain't gonna lie, I used to travel all over. I go to the next city over to go to the Goodwills. My 9-year-old asked for books for Christmas, so I got her books on everything. Come on, Nickwood. My baby knew what was up. She said, TT, give me my stuff. my TT said I need books. That's what I want for Christmas. Sure did. 5 of them in the same area. Yeah, it's something else. We already talked about what happens on May 7th with the real ID. We talked about that yesterday for a short while. With the real ID, if you don't know, May 7th of this year, it goes into effect and it will affect your travel. If you don't have that. Y'all know that, right? If you don't have that gold star, who remembers us talking about the gold star and what it means, what it represents? Y'all remember us talking about that? Did we talk about it? Well, May 7th, that'll be a thing. 2025. That's making all the hair on my body stand up. And they'll probably have checkpoints set up at different areas just to start looking into things. Yeah. You won't be able to travel wherever you want to go. You will not be able to travel wherever you want to go. Yep. I am. I'm fine. So, I love y'all. I'm about to go get me some food and probably take a nap because I've been up since earlier. Like I said, I got to get the rest of those packages out. Stuff will still be getting shipped out. In Mississippi, they already just started putting them on there without asking. Well, that's because they don't have to. They asked you until 2027. 2017. It's looking like your video of the reenactment of you being left behind is looking more and more real. Queen! Okay, so hold on. Let me go put some of my cream on. Give me 2 seconds, because I got to tell y'all something that happened to me last night. You not lying. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. So I got a chance to talk to one of my aunties yesterday. Sorry, y'all. I got a chance to talk to one of my aunties yesterday. And it was really crazy because she let me know that, their pastor really isn't talking about a lot of the stuff that we talk about. And so I sent her the stuff about Trump being called the Prince of Peace, the red heifers, and all of that. Do y'all know that this woman sent it to her pastor immediately? And y'all know what she said to me? She said, I'm about to stir up some stuff when I go. She sent him all the information before they got there. She said, and when I get there, I want my questions answered. I said, Annie, they about to throw you out of church. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. She said, and I called her daughter. Her daughter said she gonna do it too. She said, you don't know your Annie, do you? She said, and she gonna want her answers too. I said, oh Lord. She said, so you didn't got your Annie thrown out the church? I said, Lord Jesus. I took her to Joshua. I said, oh God, girl, your mama. She said, baby, you didn't mind have just got your auntie thrown out. You might have, because she said, she gonna say, and I said, I know, because she instantly started sending it to her pastor while we was on the phone. She said, send me all of that. I want you to send me. You said they did what? She said, I knew something was up. I said, oh Lord. I hope my uncle don't call me going off on me. Because his wife got kicked out of church, baby. Listen. Ooh. She said, I think I'm about to start coming over there and studying with your thing you got over there. Because, honey, I ain't heard none of this before. Baby, she ain't have no time to waste. I'm talking about while we was on the phone, she was sitting there till her pastor said, and when she get there, she want her answers. I said, oh, God. Long time, 40 years apostolic. You hear me? She wants some answers. She said, you done got me stirred up. I said, oh, Lord. Annie, I didn't want you to get kicked out of church. Now, you can study with me. You don't gotta get yourself kicked out of church already on the first day. They don't teach it, and you have to seek it for yourself. I'm trying to tell you. My auntie, I said, "Oh Lord," her daughter was like, "Girl," we was tickled about it. She said she gonna go in there and say something too, and she don't give no trucks about it. She said this ends today. Show did. I was mind blown. I did not know my auntie had that in her. I ain't gonna lie. I did not know she was about that life. And her daughter said, oh yeah, is locked and loaded. I'm trying to tell you, but it made me feel excited because she said, wait a minute, I've been basically reading the Bible for 40 years. Where was this at? So I took her to Adam and Eve and took her around. She said, I knew it was more. I knew it was more. So I was excited about that. So that I was working, even though I wasn't working with y'all. I told y'all, even when I'm not on here, I still be working. Sometimes I get to go back to my old work where it's like, you know, kind of one-on-one. Thugging for the Lord, baby. I said, look here, auntie, be cool now. Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't do too much. Don't go in there and get. I said, auntie, they're going to throw you out. You cannot go. I said, plenty of people in my community got thrown out of church. You can't go in there talking about this. I've been reading the Testament of Job and linking it to my Greek mythology books. Come on. Come on. Because they've been giving us the same story, just different versions, just like they do with the Bible. And that's what I found out when I was reading that Dionysus or Bacchus got flipped by Paul. Oh, okay, we flipping gods too? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so we not just flipping witches and warlocks and everybody else. We flipping gods too. That's what we got. Oh, okay. 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 Which makes me want to go back and watch The Magicians even more. Do you understand why that makes me want to go back now and watch The Magicians even more? Because here we go again. It's in the Old Testament Supergrapha. You gotta go look through your books. Yep, I'm about to watch that too. Yeah, I'm about to go. I'm about to go make me some food, and that's probably what I'm about to put on. Between that, I told y'all I was watching The Magicians and Game of Thrones at the same time. Because I watch something in Magicians and then go watch Game of Thrones, and I'm like, oh. So I watched them at the same time. But yeah, I love y'all. I'm about to go. Oh, she'll talk to y'all later. Packages will be being delivered today, tomorrow, and then probably some next week because it said like the 21st or something. So we shall see. I'm not saying you can't go to church. You can go. You just still need to keep studying for yourself. There is a good documentary called 2073, very relevant to now. Thank you, Lady SK. She said there's a documentary called 2073, very relevant to now, if anyone is interested. Thank you. I love y'all. I'm about to go make my food. You said I'm done with Game of Thrones again now. It's time for The Magicians. Thank you. Listen, because now that you didn't have your years of study and go back and watch it, yeah, I'm on it too. Don't worry about it. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll probably come on later after I wake up. My schedule's weird. I've been sleeping in the middle of the day till like 7 o'clock. So probably later on this evening. Okay? Ooh, I love y'all.